Welcome back to Anam Cara. Jesus had an opportunity in the Gospel of Mark chapter 2 where some friends of a paralyzed guy brought him to Christ to be healed. It's an interesting story. They couldn't get in because the crowd was so great. Finally, they sort of did a SWAT team maneuver and got up on top of the roof of the house and then dropped the guy down, literally after ripping the ceiling apart, dropped the guy down through the roof into the middle of the room where Jesus was teaching. Kind of have a sneaking suspicion that while all that was going on, there was probably a glimmer in the eye of Christ and maybe a sort of a smile on his face, because he knew what was going on, but they wanted their friend to be healed. Well, they dropped him down in the midst of Jesus and all of this crowd of folks gathered in this house, and Jesus looked at the man, made a statement that just blew everybody away. He said, "Son, your sins are forgiven you." Well, I'm sure the guy on the mat thought, that's it? I mean, no magic wand, no magic words, no, special pill, no abracadabra. He just laid there. Of course, his friends, they went to all the trouble to get him to Christ. And again, they were probably thinking, what a waste of time. I mean, he's not doing anything. He's still lying there on the mat. And I'm sure the guy on the mat was probably feeling embarrassed and ashamed and humiliated because, nothing happened. And then, of course, the chatter started all around the room. The religious monkeys that were standing around watching were beginning, who is this guy thinking he has the power to forgive sins and only God can forgive sins? And in a minute, Jesus seized the moment, as he was planning to do. And he made sure that they understood something that was essential, who he was. And he said, I want you to understand something, that you might know that the Son of Man has power on earth to forgive sins, which means he's God. He looked down at the guy and said, take up your bed and walk. Immediately, the guy took his bed up, got up, and began to walk. And I'm sure the place just went crazy. But here's an essential question that we have to ask. When was that guy really healed? I submit to you that he was healed the moment Jesus told him that his sins were forgiven. He was released. He was set free. And yet, he continued to lay there on that mat in a paralyzed condition, or what he thought was a paralyzed condition. He didn't accept the truth that he was forgiven and free and continued to lay there as if he was paralyzed, when in reality, he truly wasn't. There are a lot of people today in the church who live paralyzed lives. Maybe because of things they've done in the past. Maybe because of present things they're struggling with. That they have a difficult time accepting the reality that they are forgiven. And the reality is you are forgiven. Christ has forgiven you of all of your sins. Past, present, future. The Apostle Paul tells us that he has removed and forgiven us all of our trespasses. Not just some of them, but all of them. And when we are forgiven, we are released and we are set free. But yet so many people live paralyzed lives. They're not able to move forward because of the past. They're stuck in the past, and they're always looking over their shoulder, never able to focus on moving and taking steps forward in their life. Or again, because of the condemnation or shame that they feel for things that they may be having difficulty with in the present. Here's the truth. When Jesus forgave you, he set you free. You are really forgiven. And he really does love you. And he really has liberated you. Accept that reality. Take up your bed today and get up and begin to walk. Because the Lord has forgiven you and the Lord has set you free. Don't let the past, don't let the present, don't let things that you're struggling with keep you from getting up and moving on with your life, because you have a Lord who declares to you today, you are forgiven, you are free, and you are loved beyond your wildest imaginations. Take some time to meditate on that reality. And remember, spend a few moments today taking time to behold him who's beholding you and smiling.